Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome. Oh no, why are you here? Go away. You're not from this game. 1 second. Get out of here.
They're also from the future.
Welcome in, one and all.
They're
My name's
after
Michael,
me.
and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Season of Ghost, not Starfinder. And as we are here, joining all of these wonderful and amazing people, a very, very big and warm welcome back to our dear friend Kalindria, who played Keiko. Hi, Callie.
Hello, Dag.
How are you?
I are good. How is your
Yay.
face?
Attached still, which is good.
That's good. That's good.
Now, before we kick off into today's game, we are going to take a few moments to thank a few people who help bring us our adventures to you guys at home, and obviously to my lovely Patreons. And that is the people who make us look as good as we do. We have, of course, our sponsors who are Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen here, including the character tokens. They're an amazing 3D printing studio that not only creates amazing models, but also gets you to 3D print them, which is awesome. We have Sirenscape for the immersive sounds our heroes are going to be hearing throughout the course of the game as we enjoy the session. It's a lot of fun. Go check out Sirenscape. And then, of course, we have our VTT of choice, which is Fantasy Grounds, that does all the heavy lifting for me as a DM, so I can focus on what matters, which is, of course, our experience here, our role play, and all of this stuff. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, there it is. Now, of course, no game would be complete without a cadre of creative characters to go on these epic adventures. So I'm going to turn it over to my players to introduce themselves and the characters they'll be playing today, starting with none other than our samurai Ritsu, played by Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I play Ritsu, a samurai from Minkai. He has come here upon injuring his legs in a battle, or one of his legs in a battle. But also with the yokai showing up, has injured the legs further. Now, upon giving his legs relief and fighting in a wheelchair, a lot has happened, and he had managed to recover his legs. His legs are all now better, and so he's become a better swordsman for that. Or will he? I mean, yes, he is. But he now realizing I forgot that my cold iron katana is not also my grandfather's katana. I now have actually 3 swords on me that I have to just take one out at a time. Finding out which one is more useful in the current
Neil,
situation.
I'm gonna stop you here, Neil. Deep breath. Make some fucking sense, okay? We're talking to people who have never met your character.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, I know. Don't apologize. Just we need to, you're doing that thing of. And then I went over and I saw a butterfly, and that butterfly was had pretty blue wings. And then did I tell you? I also picked up some ice cream, and that ice cream was not butterfly favored, but the butterfly was important somehow, right? Fucking pick a lane. Tell everyone who your character is and what they need to know so they can enjoy the experience of your character, not the every minor thing that has happened since the beginning of our game 30 sessions ago. Okay. That's way too much for people to absorb.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's the ADHD thing it's a powerful thing. Okay, Neil.
It is
simple and communicate clearly what people need to know about Ritsu. Go.
Okay. Now I can't think.
No, you started good with the beginning. Just don't go into every single thing that happened to you. Yeah.
Go. Okay. I guess Ritsu is very much justice over non-justice, if that makes sense. He wants to protect Willowshore and defeat the yokai, but also he understands there's also some possible good yokai. If that makes sense. Not really, but I don't know. He's trying his best.
That's okay. All right. Let's try it
I
one
don't
more
know
time.
how to.
No. We're trying this one more time. I think because you're trying to perform to an audience. Forget that. You're talking to someone on the street, and you're trying to tell them who Ritsu is. They've asked you, who is Ritsu? Not what has Ritsu done. Who is Ritsu? What would you say?
Ritsu is a samurai who injured his legs, came to Willowshore upon being taken care of by his grandfather, and found out recently that his grandfather was actually a ghost.
Cool.
He sorry.
That's okay.
In the process
Cursed by a
of
bear.
yeah, it was cursed by a bear. Um,
Got helped by his
he
friends.
he got helped by his friends to find a young bear to release the soul, which kind of cleared him up of that curse. He still has a lingering bit of curse energy in him,
Mhm.
but that we know of so far. But he has gained the blessing of his grandfather after fighting off a fake. And he now realizes that his grandfather is there to fight with him, so he's kind of a lot more brave
All right,
in
fantastic.
that.
No,
Yeah,
that's perfect. Well done, Neil. I give you a hero point, but I'm not going to.
that's
No,
fine.
that's fine. I will, however, give you the firm pat on the back. Yeah, that was well done. Yes,
Yeah,
and that's
thank you.
it's kind of a hard thing, And I'm not saying this to everyone, but yeah, no, it is hard when you want to like try and figure out what is my character, who is my character. We are a lot of the time we are what we do, but again, like I said, I just like to have that. What happens if someone hasn't watched the other shows and doesn't understand the long, kind of things? So no, that was really, really well done. And I think I think Ritsu is such an amazing character, and the fact that you did play so long without with like hindrances to your walking and stuff, eventually, yeah, you did really well with it. You did really well with it. All right, next up we have playing the role of Izumu the Lumberer. We have the amazing Lucas, aka Mr. Game and Art.
Hello. Yes, I play Isamu. He is a lumberjack by trade, local of Willow Shore. He's lived there all his life. Um, lumberjack is sort of runs in the family. His father did it, his grandfather did it. He's a very disgruntled individual, we'll say. His father was killed on the job. His grandfather was maimed on the job, so he doesn't much like it. And he sort of felt disillusioned by the work and by the town. Became sort of the town drunk. We'll call him a functioning alcoholic. Until recently, he just decided to stop drinking a few sessions ago, and definitely picked the wrong time to do that. He thinks, but it's helping him maintain a clear head. So he is vowed not to drink until they rectify this situation, and that's where he's at.
All right. Next up, we have the herbologist and doctor from outside of the town of Willowshore, Keiko, played by the wonderful and amazing Calindria.
Hello, hello. Yes, Keiko, as he said, lives on the outskirts. Her parents taught her a lot about medicine, but being surrounded by the forest, she also developed a very deep appreciation for all things nature, all things, I guess, life, and also all things unlife. She seems very connected to the spiritual realm, which I believe is just because she has a very open mind, except for when it comes to people who want to murder poor innocent animals. I will not name names. Wait, how? No, so she's here just honestly trying to help these guys continue to survive, even though they seem hell bent on doing otherwise.
Fantastic. All right. Next up, we have Wei Tao, played by the amazing Marcus, a.k.a. Coreshift.
No, Dag, you're amazing.
Ah, stop.
Anyway, hello. Yes, I am Marcus. I am playing Wei Tao. Oh, jeez. Wei Tao is also from Minkai, although from a much earlier date. He is or was an executioner who came to Willow Shore many, many, many years ago to help quash a rebellion. In that time, he got a little too stabby with his executioner duties, got a little bit more vicious than he was supposed to be, and for that, he got locked up. The party, shortly after losing one of their friends, on the words of Granny Who, let him out on probation, and he was doing all right until some issues with a ghost samurai and his grandson happened. After that, we encountered another samurai, although I think this was just his armor. And Wei Tao, tired of feeling weak compared to everybody, he let out his most powerful attack ever, which killed the samurai, but also ended up having his soul ripped out of him at the same time. Now the body is being piloted by something, and that something is the reason why Wei Tao was imprisoned to begin with. So now that it's the one in control, things are about to get bloody.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we have playing the role of Shenzu, the Onmyoji. We have none other than Adam.
Hello. Yes, I am Brandon, aka Admiral Thrawn, and I am playing Shinzu. Shinzu is a champion of the Lady of Graves, or Pharasma, who came to the mountains of Willowshore to honor an ancestor on a pilgrimage, at which point he found Willowshore, where he thought, only a memory remained in his time. As he crossed through the Wall of Souls and was pulled into Willowshore as we know it right now. Since then, he's walked the roads of Willowshore alongside his companions and has been helping restless spirits find peace and protecting those that still have lives to live. He believes every soul deserves a chance to complete its journey, whether through mercy, redemption, or when no other path remains, judgment. And then so his whole goal is kind of redemption there, and he's finding his way and understanding that his future may be tied here in the past with Willowshore.
All right, fantastic. Okay, now, before we kick off on today's session, we have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, thank you for being here and being a part of the show, having a bit of fun with us, and as such, we invite you behind the GM screen to have a little bit of fun with us. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to influence the game while we're running it, with insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, and so much more available at the touch of a button. So, hey, watch the show, subscribe, get those channel points up, and you can do some pretty amazing stuff to help out our players. But for those of you who want to help out DAG this month with the DAG survival check, we have reset a fresh new DAG survival check as it is the beginning of the month, and all of the proceeds go towards things like subscription services, buying new books and stuff like that for Fantasy Grounds and things. Just basically, because while I have sponsors, they're sponsors in kind, so like I get to use all their stuff and talk about them, and basically they make me look good, so I want them to be for you guys as well. But it is you guys, the audience members, that allow me to keep doing this as a job and as a career. So in advance, thank you guys for all the donations you guys give and all the support you guys give, whether it's just watching the show and stuff. But yes, monetary donations go a very, very long way, and they are for these things, these rewards. These rewards are more tangible, they're more physical. You can see them, you can touch them, you can feel them, because they help our players out in very, very big ways. First of all, hero points and jinx points. Hero points are for my players, which are these little red marks that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points are purple marks that I will get that counter hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I'll draw from either a deck of plot twists, which I have in front of me here, which is basically a deck just filled with these cool narrative prompts that I will use to influence the game as we go. I'll basically throw them in, and using my skills of improv, try to add elements of these narrative plot twists to the story. The second $10 reward, if you want to take that up instead, is a Harrow draw, where one of my players will draw from a mystical Harrow deck that will prophesize a future that our heroes will be able to bring to fruition using GM powers at an appropriate time. We then have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is the easiest way to make that happen. It is a critical success, it is a massive boost, and it is always a welcomed addition to any of the characters. I can also get them as well, just saying, if you want to give them to the bad guys. Speaking of bad guys, for $50, you can increase the difficulty of a encounter the group is facing, creating a more complicated situation, making the bad guy tougher, stronger, faster, or whatever, but the reward for this is that our bad guy will also drop a very notable piece of loot. This can be a homebrew item you design. This could be an item you'd like me to design. Or, hey, it just could be something thematic. Whatever the case is, that's our $50 donation, is a boss buff and a magic item for our characters. Then we have, last but not least, our $100 secret menu item. It is the beginning of a new session, a new book, sorry. We are into book 2, which is the Let the Leaves Fall adventure book here. There it is. Which is amazing. So yeah, can't wait for that to kick into things. So to celebrate this, the town of Willowshore has now sort of found itself in this point where it's trying to repair itself, and our heroes have done much in order to try and keep this town safe. Now, according to the book, our heroes are going to be working on rebuilding the tea house and allowing the sorry, 2 seconds. I just remembered I need to do that. There we go. I've updated our chat command, so now that's there. Okay. So our heroes are supposed to repair the tea house, but instead of just repairing the tea house, our heroes will also gain ownership of the hot springs in town as well. So that is something that I will throw in as a secret menu item. What is the benefit of the hot springs? The hot springs will allow our heroes a certain amount of security, basically increasing how hard it is for overnight encounters to happen. The second thing is rests are going to become more effective and are going to give our heroes bonuses if they rest inside of the hot springs. And number 3 is it is actually going to provide our heroes with a certain amount of revenue, allowing them to gain a small boost to all asset growing elements to the game for the rest of the game. Basically, instead of getting just what they should be at whatever level, they'll get 10% extra on top of their expected wealth gain permanently, because they'll have income coming from the tavern or the hot springs. There you go. So there's that too, which is awesome. So yeah, lots of little cool like a little town establishing background thing here. So yeah, there you go. Cool. There you go. That's the thing. Now, before we kick off, what were we doing last? We were at the town meeting. So let's start there, because I kind of want Keiko to be able to offer anything if they would like to. So this is just after the town meeting. All right. Here we go.
I offer hugs.
I accept hugs.
Very well. That's too ominous. I don't want ominous. Yeah, this will do. All right, so when last we left off, our heroes had managed to successfully defuse the ritual that was being conducted by the servant of Kugapti. The Noparaibo, the faceless yokai, had tried to perform some sort of heinous ritual which summoned these massive zombie giants along the western woods. After defeating them and emerging heroes, our heroes returned with the farmers from the lumber yard and news that the wall was still intact, but a new threat loomed over the hinterlands. The townsfolk were worried, but grateful that our heroes were able to save their missing people. In thanks, they were invited to join the town hall meeting where they were talking with the most notable individuals about your adventures, about Kugapti, and about what the town can do in preparation for what is to come. They also revealed what Shenzhou knew, which is in the future, the town of Willowshore disappears and all of its people vanish. While there is very little that can be done about it now, or be explained, our heroes are tasked with carrying on as if the town continues to exist as it currently is, which means preparing for the turn of the season. Winter is approaching, and the season where the leaves fall is begun. The rains are hit hard like a typhoon, and the town needs to prepare. So, our heroes have been tasked with 3 parts. The first is to repair the tea house, to bolster the hope of the people in town. Without it, and after the Noparaibo pretty much trashed it, the town is finding it hard to pick themselves up after the yokai attacks. Many have lost homes, family, even their livelihood. And the tea house would go a long way to making people feel secure in the town once more. The second is to try and procure food. Our heroes managed to find a large larder of food in the lumberyard's storerooms, but with the lumberers now being rescued, they don't intend to share their food as freely as one had expected. They believe that they need to look after themselves, or at least be able to profit greatly from the need for food presently shown by the town. Izumu, who is a lumberer himself, was volunteered to go and have a word with them and see if he can convince them to either mark down the prices that they are currently charging or to provide aid out of the goodness of their hearts. And lastly, Granny Hu, the town protector, says that the storms that are coming are going to be quite fierce, and that along with some of the town guards, it will be wise to shore up the town as best as we can for the coming storm. So, to stormproof the town is the other quest task. In the background, of course, investigating the curse, finding out any information you can about the Wall of Souls that surrounds the hinterlands, and figuring out a way to bring it down is imperative as well, but you have your tasks in front of you. Keiko, if there's anything you wanted to throw into the town meeting before we headed out, you can do that if you'd like.
The only thing that I'm kind of afraid of is, obviously I was listening to what you just said, but I worry that I'm going to have missed some nuanced things, and I don't want to sound like an idiot.
No, that's okay. Because, I mean, honestly, if you say stuff and if you ask stuff, it's just easier for us to fill in the blanks than it is for you to, not know these things at all.
Well, I don't know if we know why we disappear. So, Keiko would...
No, that's a good question. As far as Shenzhou can probably tell you, there is no explanation. It is one of the great mysteries of this region as to what became of Willowshore. There is... in America, you have a very Roanoke, I think, is the Americans have a similar story. What happened to the town of Roanoke is very much the Willowshore vibe. It's no one really knows what happened. There are theories, maybe a giant dragon killed everyone, maybe the river swelled and flooded, and the people just had to leave, and people are fine. They just went somewhere. But from Shenzhou's time, which he's confirmed to be thousands of years in the future. So much so that actually, just as an above-table thing, for you guys, Aradin's still alive. Yeah, that's how far back in the past you guys are.
Damn.
But you don't know that because it hasn't really come up yet. But the point is, there's no explanation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because Keiko would probably put forth the idea that obviously we have the the Season of Ghost Festival every year, and things went real wacko this time. Namely that we had the blood moon basically, and spirits coming across the veil a little harder than they should be. So Keiko will suggest that perhaps it's something to do with either the restlessness of spirits or the restlessness of nature itself, and that could be something that we need to take into account as we move forward. She's not
Okay.
really a public speaker, so she will basically say what she needs to say, and then she's done. She's back in her like, okay, I'm listening now to everyone.
All right, not a problem. All right, in which case, after the meeting and that, everyone kind of has their own little moment to go and do some stuff. But before the group separates for the evening to rest, Shenzu pulls aside Ritsu, Izumu, and Keiko. They all have a brief discussion talking about Wei Tao's soul, having witnessed it being taken by the strange armored figure that they met in the lumberyard. The entity that Wei Tao is currently possessed by is as far a stranger as anything else. Izumu had mistakenly thought that, was it Izumu or Ritsu? One or the other. Mistakenly believed that Wei Tao might have simply lost his memories. But Shenzu confirms it's not that Wei Tao's lost his memories, it's that that's not Wei Tao. That is something else. We don't know what, but it is something else. And that that at the moment it means it doesn't mean harm to the community. In fact, you have managed to convince it to work for you guys because it can't leave, and quite honestly,
Also, the whole town against him, pretty much.
Yeah, basically the whole town is standing against him. So if he tries anything funny, again, there's everyone's basically rallied against it. But I believe, Shenzu, you said your plan is to try and find out what happened to Wei Tao's soul and try to recover it or restore it and figure it out, but to not let the whatever Wei Tao currently is find out that that's the group's goal at the moment. Is that correct?
Yes. That we just need to be watchful of him in your interactions and find a way to bring back his soul wherever it went.
All right. Keiko, did you want to throw anything into that conversation before we move on?
Yes, but first I have an above table question. Sorry.
Ask.
The last time that I was here, we I think it's the Oni. I can't remember if Oni is correct. That was there, and Wei Tao one-shot it, basically.
Effectively, yeah. Yep.
Has Keiko or Ritsu, because they're the only ones that saw the first one, explained to everyone else that they have seen that thing before?
No. It's been implied that that's what you would have done, but we haven't actually had that conversation, no.
Okay.
And actually, I believe we all have that power now from the, what was it called? The Empty Throne, the Soul Site.
You've not been back to the graveyard in some time.
No, that was from when we fought my fake grandpa.
Oh, right, sorry. No. Okay, no. So Keiko's talking about Keiko. You're talking about the graveyard scene, right? The one with the gate guy. Yeah. So
yes.
Okay.
So first of all, so number one, it's an Oni spirit that Keiko that's hunting Keiko.
Yeah.
What you guys found in the lumberyard was a suit of armor that belonged to the Oni when the Oni was alive. What they did, what the cultists did was the cultists tapped into the power of the Oni to awaken the armor. And what Wei Tao defeated was the armor that was animated. But when Wei Tao defeated it, the armor sucked in the soul of Wei Tao and took it somewhere when the energy dissipated, and that's what we don't know.
Okay. So we would have recognized the armor.
Oh, yeah.
You would recognize the armor because it's the same armor that the visage would have been wearing.
Okay. I think Keiko and Ritsu, as I said, I know he was there before, would be taking a moment to briefly explain their run-in with maybe not the exact thing, but the armor was either the same or strikingly similar. And that there was, it was terrifying. And that we don't really know what it was in the first place. But maybe taking the information that we have from both that first instance that Ritsu and I were there for and this instance that we were all here, we can try to figure out what this thing is, what this thing wants, and then I guess where this thing might go.
That was a good point.
Okay. So you at least have a rough plan, but until it shows its face or you find a lead, that's just something that I presume you guys are just keeping in the back of your mind and aware of.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. So, as our heroes rest for the evening, you are fully healed, of course. And I'll just give you guys the overnight rest effects here now. So, nope, I just gave you a 10-minute rest. Eat that. There we go. Much better. All right. And of course, I need a fortitude save from Wei Tao for your filth fever. Actually, I'll need a few because it's once per hour.
Yeah, and isn't the end of last book to the beginning of this book supposed to be like a couple months?
No.
It's supposed to be a week, I thought.
No, it's about a week.
I'm sorry, filth fever? What
Yeah,
did
you've been bitten by a rat. Okay.
And then I almost died by a rat.
Scrappy dude.
That's true. The rat took him down because it was such a funny moment. It was in the middle of like a battle and a rat just came out of nowhere because okay. So let me paint the picture here because the audience is here as well. So what had happened was the group was fighting in the lumberyard against the Noparaibo, the faceless yokai. Now these faceless yokai had some giant rats that were in a cage, which presumably they were using to train up animal companions and stuff like that, which was fine. So Wei Tao steps out into this big open area, about 4 of these guys with spears ready to go. Instead of going for the guys with spears, Wei Tao goes for the rats in the cages and starts stabbing them. Fair play, because they are in fact guard rats. There's no kind of he's hurting helpless or innocent things. In his mind, he's going after the easiest targets first to get them off the board to make the fight easier. Fair enough. There's no issues with that. But the rats can't do anything about it. The rats are just stuck in this cage, and that fight was actually pretty back and forth because for some reason or another, the rats were getting nat 20s on their bites, right? But eventually Wei Tao emerges victorious against the mice in a cage and kill them. Now, as the fight goes on, the battle is won, and then we move on from scene to scene to scene, and eventually are in the forest fighting these giant zombie things, right? And as Wei Tao is single-handedly trying to fight one of these big giants, I rolled some dice, and I rolled really, really low. It was like 7% or something. And one of these giant rats, a survivor who had witnessed Wei Tao murdering his kindred inside of a cage just as he was staging his own breakout of his family, saw Wei Tao then just execute his family, ran across the field and bit Wei Tao in the leg, giving him filth fever and bringing him from 1 hit point down to unconscious in front of the big giant. Then scurrying back into the woods.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yes, Wei Tao does have filth fever, which actually does bear to mind. So we're gonna do some just arbitrary checks here. Now,
if that rat does not show up whenever Wei Tao goes down to 1, I will be upset.
Where's my friend? You just kind of stop.
I need this as a common occurrence for this version of Wei Tao to just be this rat is plaguing me. I want this nightmare to have nightmares.
I mean, if you want. Okay, let me just check here real quick. Brainworms, addiction. Come on, filth fever.
Let's also not forget that Ritsu got barbecued in that fight.
Roasted like a marshmallow.
But being bit by the Inigo Montoya of rats is definitely funnier.
That is true. All right, hold on. Sorry. For some reason,
Yeah,
filth
no,
fever
it's
is not
funny.
listed under the diseases. It'll be listed under the rat, but there you go. Okay, so here we go. Putrid plague is actually what it's called. My bad. Okay, so putrid plague, you are yada yada yada. Saving throw. Okay, number 1, no ill effect. Number 2, you are sickened for 1 day. So that's going to be our first condition here. Is we're going to give you the sickened condition for a day. All right.
Oh, boy.
Now, again, there's a few hours going into this, so we need to try and cure you. So you're now at stage 2.
Is the last stage just death like every other disease?
Yep.
While
Stage
you're
5
doing
is
this,
death.
has anyone attempted to figure out what this is and possibly how
Well,
to
stage
cure
1.
it?
Well, stage 1 has no symptoms. He's just a carrier, and as long as he doesn't bite
Okay.
people, it's fine. Okay. So,
He hasn't said anything to us about it.
okay.
Funny that you mentioned biting.
So, to be clear, the sickened and unconscious conditions from the putrid plague can't be ended or reduced until the disease is cured. So you are sickened permanently until the disease is reduced or cured. So let's say that about a few hours after the meeting in the town hall, wait how you start to feel really ill. You start to feel like just something's wrong. Something's really plaguing you. Get it? Anyway. Yeah, thank you. I'm here all week. All right, what would you do feeling as nauseous and ill as you do?
This is not a feeling that
Thanks, guys.
he is accustomed to. A lot of things are not feelings he's accustomed to.
You take a moment and realize it's clearly demons in your stomach, and you must cut them out.
You know what,
Yeah.
That's all.
Let's get them out to a seppuku.
I wonder if that's where seppuku came from. That'd be
to cut
wild.
out the demon rats.
Well, no. Imagine. Well, I mean, because consider this. Weirdly enough, right? In Caribbean, Western, or whatever mythos, right? Being yellow belly was about being cowardly, right? So cowardice is supposed to be in the guts or in the belly. So when you are dishonored, or when you're, you're doing something that is dishonorable and stuff like that, to slice open your belly might have something to do with that, maybe. I mean, who knows? It's a very strong...
I mean, it could be that you're cutting out the cowardice.
Yeah, exactly. Very weird kind of connections that, cultures that didn't interact would have made at that time. So, there you go. But more importantly, Wei Tao, being unfamiliar with this, what do you do? I mean, you could try to just drink some water and hope it wears off, if that's what you want.
Actually, yeah. I feel like this version of Wei Tao would be a bit more reclusive. And
Sure.
go like find a spot under a bridge near some water.
I'm going to point out, under a bridge near some water is in the river.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was like the bridges and then like the little
the little embankment.
paths.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let me do you right here. Let me just double check. I don't think that's the case, but maybe it is. Who knows? Let's see. Do I have an image of the map of Willowshore? There we go. Willowshore. There we go. Look at that. How pretty. There we go. Let's put that there. Okay. Yeah, actually there would be some embankments, I think. On the larger... Yeah, oh, sorry. There's a large bridge in the middle of the town.
Unless they got rebuilt, there are no bridges.
Okay, sorry. The broken bridge in the middle of the town. Actually, add that to the list of stuff you need to fix. Okay. But yes, over here, I could see there's definitely some embankment that might constitute like some space underneath the bridge for you to sit at. The others, however, are pretty much on the bridge, on the water's edge, so there wouldn't really be much of a space to dwell.
Yeah. Then that's where he would go.
Cool. All right, let's make another fort save as you once again try to deal with your disease.
Oof.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well,
After another hour of sitting under a bridge, we are now into stage 3. What
Hey,
is
dang,
stage
I
3?
think I might be playing that dwarf sooner than later.
Yeah, it feels that way. All right, there
He
we go.
lost his fortitude when he lost Wei Tao
Where the
original.
hell is my?
I mean, to be fair, my constitution is
There
a
you go.
-1.
Oh,
Giant rat.
okay.
Like, if
Okay.
you see it,
So
my
stage-
force only a +6.
All right, so
Does
stage
Wei Tao get
2,
a
you
giant
are
rat with flag fever familiar?
shut up. Stage 2, you were sickened. Stage 3, you are now sickened and slowed for a day.
Oh, dang.
All right, so we are now at stage 3.
Oh,
After an hour, you feel that there's definitely something wrong. Something is slowly but surely eating away at you.
At that point, Wei Tao would think of Shenzhou, and because he's the only, person with medical knowledge that he knows,
It's true.
and so he's gonna stagger his way through the town to try to get to him. Probably looking drunk with like how he's walking.
No, that is fair. Make a survival check.
oh my god.
Mostly because you don't know where he is.
Exactly. Survival.
I mean, it's not like anyone said that. Well, it's not like anyone's discussed with you that Shenzhou is currently taking over the role of the town priest, who unfortunately perished during our adventure. So Shenzhou would likely be in the graveyard. Wei Tao, at some point or another, you do end up going past the graveyard area, and Shenzhou, you are out there. I'm going to say with Keiko specifically. Izumu and Ritsu, I imagine Izumu, you're going to probably see your grandfather before you go and see the lumber guys, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And Ritsu, you might be at the graveyard as well, to visit your grandfather and stuff like that, I imagine, yeah?
I actually need to return his finger.
Sure. That's no problem. Shenzhou can help you with that as well. So let's say that's what you guys are doing. You're returning your finger. Keiko, you're with Shenzhou to sort of talk about stuff. And Wei Tao, you kind of stagger into the scene of them by the graves. And you guys can see he is not doing good. He is very visibly ill as he gets closer to the grave.
Yeah, the way I'm picturing it is Wei Tao stumbling and groaning in just agony, reaches a hand out towards everybody, and then just collapses onto the ground.
No. Make another fort save if you want to collapse.
Fine.
Because that's the next bit.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, come on.
Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hold on.
I
let's have a
know.
look.
He wants
I
to
wanted to-
fail.
I
Let's
wanted
see.
to fail.
Oh, you can
It
choose.
was
No,
funny.
hang on. You can choose to fail. I got no problem with that.
Actually, yes, because I want to collapse.
Yeah.
It's good for story.
Yeah, sure. All checks are optional. You can choose to accept the check. Okay. Wei Tao, you fall unconscious and are in stage 4 as you collapse and fall down. Boom. Actually, sorry. To be clear as well, I think I misread this. I don't think the effects last for 1 day. I think the checks are made every day. But that's okay. We're just going to play it this way.
Yeah.
It's a very strong strain of the disease. All right. So Wei Tao falls unconscious in front of Keiko, Shenzhou, and Ritsu.
Oh my god. I think Ritsu will run over to Wei Tao and try to pick him up.
Okay.
Where
get him
has he
off the ground.
been?
He's filthy.
Does anyone know where he's been?
Does anyone know what?
Where Wei Tao went after the meeting?
No.
No. I would say if
Does
we
he
look at him,
wet
is there?
from being under? Yeah.
Sorry, Keiko. Try again.
I was going to say, is there any obvious symptoms of what's going on anywhere besides where he would have gotten bit?
Make a medicine check. Or in your case, you can make a nature check if you'd like.
Yeah.
Because you have that ability.
21.
21.
Nice.
Yeah. You can tell very easily that this is filth fever, or, as it is more commonly known, putrid plague.
All right.
He was probably bitten a couple of days ago and didn't tell anyone about it, and the disease has just run rampant.
Keiko would probably ask if you guys had a brush with rodents, and knowing above the table as I do what the answer is, but go ahead.
Well, yes, Wei Tao did anger some rats, it seems, out there at the lumberyard, and one took a chunk out of his leg, at least. Yesterday.
I see that would explain what this looks like. And she will, I assume her knowledge of this isn't exceptional, even if she has some idea of what it is. So she'll explain what she knows to Shenzu, hoping that he can carry the ball the rest of the way.
Yes, the putrid plague. I should have seen it, but at the time he kind of wandered off afterwards.
Well, he was bitten on the ankle, and you couldn't actually see him at the time. If Wei Tao didn't say anything about being bitten like that, you would have never figured it out.
Well, I can try and treat the disease, and I'll get my some of my medicine kit out, and start at his leg, assessing what's going on, and preparing some treatments to attempt to help treat him.
All right, let's
And
make a
Keiko
medicine
will
check.
assist as she can.
Yep, you can make a medicine or a nature check to assist. Oh, Shenzu.
Oh my god.
That's the theme.
All right.
Every time, without fail, every time he tries to do a medicine check on me, it never works. I swear the dice want him to kill me.
Well, it's not great, Wei Tao. So with a critical fumble, I need to check on treat disease. Come here, where's my... Yeah, close that. Here we go, sorry.
I'm sorry, Wei Tao.
You go from stage 4 to stage 6.
Okay.
You are
like
dead.
I said, I've got that backup. It would be the first time that I've had power build a character in less than 10 minutes.
Oh, I love
Let's see.
If only you hadn't passed out and told us what was going on.
All right. Well, your next circumstance to make this save is at a -2.
Oh,
Ooh.
God. So that means...
means that tomorrow you die.
Hey, you know what?
Unless you make the save.
Yeah. I got a hero point. I can make it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we're going to go with this. Realizing that Wei Tao is in dire straits, you move Wei Tao to old Matsuki's place, where a room has been prepared and a servant is basically tending to them as best as they can. Shenzu and Keiko both share the same knowledge. It does not look good for Wei Tao. To be laid low by disease of all things bears to mind how harsh these lands are, and more importantly, how even something so simple, when untreated, can potentially lead to the end of a warrior as strong as Wei Tao was. Ritsu, you at the same time use this as a cautionary tale, realizing that, when your legs were taken from you, how hard it was to live and struggle. But where would you be without the help of Izumu, who created the wheelchair, or Keiko, who continually patched up your legs when you extended yourself too far? Wei Tao, you can kind of see as almost a reflection of what would have happened if you continued down that dangerous path of not relying on your friends and not communicating. While they're treating Wei Tao, Izumu, you return to your grandfather, who is there waiting for you. He seems to be getting ready for work, which is very odd given he's retired. My axe! My axe,
Yeah.
boy! Where is my axe?
What are you doing? You don't need an axe. Sit down before you hurt yourself.
Of course I need an axe. How am I supposed to get to work without my axe? Did you take it?
No, you gave it to me years ago. Because you don't work anymore, Grandpa.
He says, what do you mean? I have to get there. My shift is going to be late.
You retired. You lost a foot. You can't work anymore. You got to sit down.
He says, Menju, I cannot be the only provider of this house if you don't let me go to work. And as he says that, he actually calls you by your father's name, not by your name.
Oh, boy. All right. First of all, I'm Isamu, your grandson. I'm the provider of the house now. You need to sit down.
He has a moment. He then looks around and takes a few seconds. He says, Izumu. Yes. Sorry, I was just confused there for a second. He goes and he has a sit down. He says, fetch me some tea.
Yeah, of course. No problem. You just rest. And then Isamu will go prepare the tea for him.
As you prepare the tea and stuff, you can hear him sort of talking to someone in the next room.
He's gonna sort of move over and to the doorway and just listen without actually walking in there to see what's going on.
It appears as though he's having a conversation, likely with your grandmother. He's talking about how things are getting hotter, how he doesn't like he doesn't like being stuck in the house all day with nothing to do. He says that he knows that that Izumu is trying his best after their son passed away, but it shouldn't be on to him. He should be doing other things with his life, not following in the destructive path that he and his son went down. He wants better for Izumu, but he doesn't know how to give it to him, and he feels lost and trapped. His memory is starting to fade. He can feel it almost like the edges of his mind fraying like parchment. But he's not going to... he basically just has this moment of like, no, I can't ask him for help on this. He's got enough. He's got the town on his shoulders and so many other things. But again, this entire conversation he's having with like almost like this empty seat next to him.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Oh, wait for it. I've got the sadder bit. The saddest bit is your grandmother. The saddest bit is that your grandmother isn't dead. Many years ago, your grandmother divorced your grandfather, and she's alive, living in the capital city.
Oh.
Why do you do this to me, Dad?
Because.
Justice for Grandpa. Come on.
because I'm sick of all this bullshit about like, you know, how come like when you've got only one grandparent, how come it's always one of them have died? Why can't it just have been a really toxic relationship where one of them has actually separated and she's done well for herself? She's living a new life with a new husband. She's doing great. You know, go grandma. She fucking got herself out of like a really bad relationship and did good for herself, you know? Like grandma doesn't have to be dead to be separated, you know?
True. And
Also,
we never
especially-
actually discussed what happened to her.
That's true.
I think everyone assumes traditional marriage.
They do. They do.
in these games,
They
yeah.
100% do. And you know what? I want to thank Zach Speaks Giant, good friend of ours. Zach, wonderful comedian, great role player and stuff like that. Because one of his shorts made me think about that. It's like, how come, you know, they just can't like get divorced and stuff? It's like they fucking can. So
I
yeah,
know which
there you
one
go.
you're talking about when he's talking about why the hero always talks about his dead wife when in fact they could just be divorced.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to do this to honor my wife. And
I
that
won't
way,
take you back, Greg.
if I do this heroic thing, maybe she'll take me back. And it's just funny.
Oh, Greg. Fuck you, Susan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
I
yeah.
love his videos.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. All right. Anyway, I digress. Grandma is living her best life. Granddad hasn't really moved on, which very much is in style of the passing on the torch of the being the lumberer and getting into more and more trouble with, accidents and all that jazz,
Yeah, she's out there living her best life, and this dude is stuck in a hovel with his drunk grandson. It's great.
Who's only a drunk
Oh.
grandson because of the way that him and his dad raised him.
This is true. This is true.
Generational trauma, people. That's why we play D&D.
Once we liberate Willow Shore, Isamu is going to go live with his grandmother and
Love it.
move on.
Once we can leave.
That's his story.
Yeah,
if he
brilliant.
survives, we'll see. So Isamu's going to finish up the tea and bring it out to Grandpa. He'll probably say something from the other room, like tea's ready or something like that, just to let him know he's coming, so he doesn't think that he overheard what he was talking about. And then he'll bring the tea out to him and set it down.
All right. He takes it and he thanks you. He tries to talk to you about something, but he seems to bite his own tongue as the words are not really finding him, He then turns and asks if you're going to be heading out soon.
Yeah, I think we've got a few days, but then we have some things that we need to get taken care of to help the town out before the storms hit.
He nods and he says, "Yeah, no, the roofs need to be stormproofed, and we need to go and make sure that the larder is fully stocked."
Yep, we'll take care of it. That's fine. And then Isamu's going to take a minute, and then he's going to look his grandfather right in the eye and just let him know, you can talk to me about anything, right?
He looks confused for a moment, and he says, "The only thing I want to talk about is these leaky roofs."
Yeah, yep, that is an issue. I might have some time to take care of that before we head out.
No. You get going. I have to have something to do around the house.
All right, just be careful up there. It's a little slippery.
Ah, yes. He sort of gestures and waves, like, and then he sips on his tea. All right. So, I guess there's no delaying it. After your rest period, the night happens. Wei Tao is resting. Keiko, Shenzu, Izumu, and Ritsu, I imagine you guys are kind of like concerned Izumu, of course, after hearing about Wei Tao. But this is it, Wei Tao. To find out if you're going to be playing a new character or not.
All right. You said it was a -2 or a -4?
You're getting a -2, but you also have sickened, so that will be at a -4. You don't need to adjust anything other than the -2.
Okay.
Can I attempt to treat him one more time?
No, this is from you treating. This is from you treating him.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Already made
So
it.
I'm at a total of a
This is
-4.
from this.
I am at a
Oh,
total
God.
of a -4, which means my fortitude is a +3.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, solid. So what that is going to do is that is going to reduce your stage from stage 4 to stage 3. Let me just double check the DCs here. Yada yada.
Shenzu, you did it.
Okay, yeah, no,
His
that'll
body
do
is
it.
Just took
fighting
some
Yeah,
time.
Shenzu's treatment worked. Okay, so you go from
His
stage.
body's
Said, we're
fighting
not
it.
done with you yet, boy.
All right, so stage 4 to stage 3, you regain consciousness in the morning.
My white blood cells are also executioners.
All right. Okay.
And now I attempt to cure him again.
Well, in the morning, checking up on him, he is getting better. Wei Tao, do you have anything to say as Shenzhou rocks up?
No, I think he's trying to conserve any energy. I think he'll look at him and
No, you don't make checks until I ask you to. That is
Hey,
negated.
hey, my mouse slipped.
Get out of here. Delete.
Delete Shenzu.
Oh, actually, he'll go with as little energy as he can muster. He'll just go, "Don't stab me again."
Please don't stab me. Somebody get this guy away from me. Just has nightmares
rather
of
take the
Shenzu's
rats.
healing.
The rats did a better job.
Making it hard to talk. I will try my best. I haven't had much experience working with elves.
Shinzu, before you try that, Keiko would like to suggest to Shenzu that they go out into the not deep into the woods, but into the nearby woods to try to find things out there that Keiko would know might help with probably more the symptoms than the disease itself. To try to help him.
Unfortunately, Keiko, you would know that while you can normally have a bunch of stuff to cure nausea and things like that, they won't have effect while he's still plague-ridden.
Okay. Never mind then. She'll just offer to help.
Yeah. Now, again, if you do a medicine check here to treat the disease, his next check, which is in 24 hours, will be at whatever bonus or penalty that you have. Otherwise, he does have to ride out today with slowed 1 and sickened 2. But again, it's a very low stakes thing. You guys have to redo the roofs, fix up the tea house, and go and talk to the lumberers. So, Wei Tao, you can take a rest if you'd like, or you can try to do any of these things. Up to you guys, however you want to deal with today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think ultimately up to Wei Tao for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with
Only we had
conserve energy.
Okay, because you are spending the day resting and conserving energy, you are going to get a +1 to your fortitude save when we make it.
Only we had a wheelchair to wheel him around.
All right. As for the rest of you,
Take it he doesn't want me to treat him again. Okay, get it.
right. Today you're going to be dedicating your day towards trying to deal with one of these tasks. So what task are you going to deal with?
I think stormproofing the town first would be better because it keeps materials from being lost in the storm. That's what I'm
And
thinking.
to play argumentative, I would argue that at least trying to fix at least one of the bridges would be good, because right now to get back
That's a
and
good
forth you
point.
have to take a boat.
True. And I know how much you don't want to see that one guy again.
Chen, my buddy?
Yeah.
I would point out that if we're going to get any assistance with laboring in the town, the townspeople will probably want to have full bellies. And maybe solving the food issue might lead to more willing help.
Well, I'm glad you all decided that everything is important.
Something different, yeah.
I do agree with Shenzu. I think the order does sound to be bridge, food, and then storm. So, what do you guys think? Bridge first, then food?
Yes.
Sorry, is food Isamu talking to the lumberers?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we can do both. We can start
Well-
working on the bridge while Isamu goes and talks, yeah?
If you're happy with Izumu being the only one to speak on behalf, yeah, sure, I got no problem with that.
I could
Don't worry,
go
guys.
into
I'm the most diplomatic of the group. I got this.
I mean, someone can go
So
with
now
you.
that you
and
want
just...
If you'd like, I could go with Isamu.
I was volunteering.
We're the two
Oh,
most
you are?
diplomatic people
Okay,
in this
sorry.
group. We got this.
I'm not
I-
bad.
I'll go with you, Isamu.
I have a +6.
Yeah, but the problem, Neil, isn't the number
I
on
know,
your
I know,
sheet.
I know.
What is it?
Okay,
What is it, Neil?
Shenzu
What do you
sounds
know?
like me. I'm done.
That's what I thought. Yeah, look, if you're gonna say Neil, is not another way to tell me to shut up. Just saying. So either
Oh my gosh.
or I need to
Sorry,
tell
I
you.
don't know.
Say, do you know? What do you know?
Okay.
I
It's
don't
okay.
know.
If negotiations break down, I will just intimidate them into giving us food.
There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That is 0 in
Ritsu,
diplomacy, but I had a +8 in intimidation. Let's do
right.
this.
So Ritsu and Izumu are heading to the lumberyard. Keiko and Shenzu are going to go and offer help to the bridge. Correct?
I believe so.
All right, fantastic.
Sure.
Now, the bridge is one of those week-long downtime things, so you are going to start making progress on it. But we're going to go into Izumu and Ritsu arriving at the lumberers first. So, as you arrive at the lumberyard, the Noparaibo are nowhere to be seen. They have since, as they promised, left and returned back to the forested areas. The lumberers are a bit nervous and, again, for the most part, are doing their best to kind of clear the unfortunate souls that weren't saved during the attack, as well as try to get the lumberyard back up and in some measure functional. As you arrive, the foreman, a man by the name of... I am going to make him up because I don't have stats for him. I'm going to call him Enzo.
Enzo.
Yeah.
The
Enzo the Lumberer.
Foreman. There we go.
Let's see. Aha, you'll do. All right. Enzo the Lumberer. He turns and says, Izumu, I didn't think you'd be here. You seem to have the attention of much of the town council. I figured that you were busy slaying dragons or perhaps building a fortress around Willowshore or something.
Yeah, we've definitely had our hands full lately. But as you know, storms are coming. Town's sort of preparing for that. One of the things they're lacking is food, which I know we seem to have a surplus of here. I was hoping that I could take some of that back to the town to pass out amongst the townsfolk.
If you believe that we have a surplus of food, you are sorely mistaken. There is food, of course, but we have no idea how much we will require. If what you say and what the town is saying about the Wall of Souls trapping us here, it may come a time where we need to be able to negotiate with the town with the resources that we have. The farmlands are still fertile. The town is capable of growing their crops, but there is only so much lumber that the town will need and require. So we need to ensure that we are all able to support our families.
You know they're not going to be able to grow crops with the seasons changing like this. Growing season's over. And with what happened, the crop yield is going to be much lower than usual.
Well,
I'm not asking for all of your food. I'm asking for a little bit. And it's not like we're two separate entities. It's not the lumberjacks versus the town. We're part of the town, too. We're just trying to help everybody out here.
Make a diplomacy check with a +2 bonus.
Alrighty. That brings it to a +2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's respectable.
That is respectable. All right. Ritsu, do you have anything to add or contribute?
I'm kind of waiting to see how the situation goes down. I'm kind of here as backup, but at the same time,
Let me
like,
rephrase. Is there anything you want to say as
Oh.
backup? Or you mean like physical backup in case the lumberers start to attack them?
no, I don't know what to say, honestly. That's kind of what Ritsu, like, he said he'd come in here to help, but he's kind of gauging the situation.
Well, okay, so real quick, is that Ritsu or is that Neil? Both are fine. I
That's
just need to. It's
That's
Ritsu.
Ritsu.
Okay, so if Ritsu doesn't really have anything to contribute at this point, then that's fine. Unfortunately, he says it is available to the town, and
I'm
yes,
sorry, may I make a suggestion for something Ritsu might say?
sure.
Since
yeah.
he's a town guard and this gentleman's concern is, that the town will basically ignore them and let them starve, sort of a thing. If, as the town guard, you can say, on my word, on my honor, I will make sure that you are taken care of as well. Maybe that will help. I don't know.
Oh, like we just say like if he doesn't help us, we won't help them. That's
No. Just say
Okay.
your concern is they won't help you. I'm telling you, as a member of that group, as a member of the people that take care of the town, I guarantee you, I know the people in charge. I guarantee you they will help you. I put my name, my honor on that promise.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I will say that as part of town guard, I will put my word to say that the guards of the town will also help out in protecting the lumberyard as well. And essentially, we could also stormproof this place, couldn't we?
They're not worried about the stormproofing because they're capable of doing it. Okay. Make me a diplomacy check, Ritsu. And what is your group's current honor?
I think we are up to
16.
16.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Your honor is worth it. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep, go ahead.
Heck yeah, that's a 23.
Nice. Okay. With the boost and the and Ritsu putting their honor on the line, they say we can come to more negotiable terms. There's a bit of back and forth between you, but eventually you talk them down to a reasonable selling price. They're not giving them away for free to the town. They still need that financial support because obviously even with the stormproofing considered, again, they're not going to buy lumber at the moment because no one needs it. But they are going to need food, and this is going to help carry them and supplement their income, including yours, technically, Izumu, through the winter.
Izumu over here playing both sides without even realizing it.
Yep, there you go. Perfect. All right. However, before you leave, Enzo does say that he is happy to hear that you are doing so well. I'm just going to write this down. Yeah, he's happy you're doing so well and suggests that that you take care of yourself. The Willow Shore is a dangerous place, and of course, he'd hate to see something bad happen to one of their best lumberers.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you, and I'll pass on your regards to my grandfather as well.
He says, yes, and my father's as well.
Of course.
His father was the foreman before, and that was who Shenzu would work. Your Izumu's grandfather would work for.
Yeah.
All right. Very nicely done. All right. Handled with quite a reasonable amount of grace. The food supplies have been helped along. But when he mentions the farmlands, it definitely does give you pause to wonder how the farms are doing. We are now adding a couple of downtime activities that can potentially happen as we are moving through the weeks. Aid harvest and aid hunt to help preparing the food as well. So these are just downtime activities. But before you head back into town, Ritsu and Izumu, you are walked to the food storage, and you notice that the lock outside of the actual storage is broken. Enzo quickly rushes in to inspect if someone's broken in or not, and sure enough, someone has broken in, and it seems like plenty of the food is missing. Not like a ton of food, but like more than they want to be missing is missing.
Riju just thinks to himself, please don't be them. As he's thinking about the couple that they met from earlier.
This is... He looks over at Ritsu. All right, well, you say that you wish to protect the lumberers and what we have here. You could start here. Find out who is stolen from us.
Yes, sir. I'll take a look around and see if I can find any clues.
Izumu will help with that.
He nods and he'll leave you to it, but he says, I need to go and get the locks replaced. I'm going to go into town and speak with the blacksmith. You do what you must. Okay. And I want to ensure that the person who has stolen from us faces the true justice of Willowshore.
All right.
All right. I need you both to make me some perception checks, please.
Okay. $22.
All right. Izumu, you can just tell kind of the food that's been stolen, mostly the cured meats and some like sugar crystals, like the cane sugar ones. But yeah, there's also some rice and some barley missing. It doesn't look like much. It looks like enough to feed like maybe a household has been taken, not a large amount. Ritsu, you see what look to be very small footprints that seem to lead off into the woods. Now, the direction's very familiar to you because it is heading in the direction that Keiko's home happens to reside in. It's not going to Keiko's home, mind you, but it's that section of the forest. So to be clear, that would be over here-ish on our Willowshore map. Yeah. So Keiko lives down here-ish somewhere.
Okay. Reese is just like, he turns to Izumu and he says, it might not be who I think it might be, but I found some tracks.
All right. I mean, you're more of an investigator than I am. Do you think we should follow him? Probably should, right? That makes sense.
Well, we do have to find out who did this, as our promise. So yes, follow me.
Are they? Can you tell? Are they humanoid in nature? Are they like animal? What are we looking at?
Take another look at the footprints. Can I tell?
Yes, child. Human footprints. Humanish. Either a halfling. No, actually, probably not a halfling. Probably a gnome, or a child.
Okay. You said a gnome?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. And just in my head, I was like, okay, sorry. So it's either a gnome or a child.
All right. Well, I guess we better get to it then.
All right. The two of you begin to set off, heading into the woods. As you make your way, I need both of you to make me a survival check, please.
Oof.
Okay. Unfortunately, with a critical failure and a success, that is going to come up as a failure. The two of you wander through the woods for a while, and you are lost for a good portion of the day. You eventually arrive in the evening back in the town of Willowshore, having lost too much light to be able to continue tracking. Without knowledge of
Dante.
these woods, finding your way around is just going to be hard.
Looks like the perpetrator got away. Son of a bitch. Dang it, that is kind of annoying though.
All right. So I don't have a lot of experience with this sort of thing. What do we just try again tomorrow? What are we thinking?
Assuming the tracks haven't been covered, we'll just have to hope maybe they try again, and then or we could get Keiko's help. Maybe she knows something.
Tracks is still fine. There's no like the tracks haven't been washed away or anything like that. They're still there. It's just it gets too dark to see them.
Yeah. We could try again tomorrow. They were heading off into Keiko's home area. Maybe she might know something.
Yeah, we could definitely ask her. That might help.
Yeah.
Okay. That evening, you arrive at the Matsuki estate. Shenzu, you were there trying to treat Wei Tao, but Wei Tao is resisting. Keiko is with you as well as Izumu and Ritsu enter and inform you of their outing to the lumberyard. Keiko and Shenzu, you have started work on the building of the bridge, but, you know, again, like I said, it's basically moving heavy bricks and stuff like that. It'll be a week-long project before we get through that. Hearing about the someone moving through your woods and stuff like that, that doesn't quite sound right. There isn't really anyone who lives out by where you are, Keiko. You know, if they're going out there, they're going out for something that's in the woods, not that they're from the woods, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, she will most definitely let you guys know that. I mean, she's the crazy witch in the woods. She doesn't really have neighbors. But
especially children neighbors.
Especially children. But that in the area there are a lot of a lot of everything, a lot of herbs, a lot of flowers, a lot of different things with different properties that are in the area. It's possible they're looking for something in the woods. Might not even be one of the things of nature. Could be an animal that's out there. I don't know.
Well, they found their way into a storage shed, whatever it is.
Okay.
We're gonna go look tomorrow again, but
I do know the area pretty well. I can come with you if you'd like.
I mean that would help. Yeah, we got pretty lost and then found ourselves in Willow Shore again. It's like, oh crap.
Not a problem. It's not easy out there necessarily.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Shenzu, what about you? You gonna just listen and tend to wounds, or do you have something to throw in there?
I was imagining Shinzu is saying, "Wait out! Would you take this medicine? Let me help you."
No. Wait, how?
It can't be worse than I've already done.
That's actually true. It
Can
can
somebody
be
hold
worse
him
than he's
down?
already done. Sorry, what was that, Callie?
Oh, I was joking. I said he yells out, "Can somebody hold this man down?"
I'd like to try to help you again if you are willing, Wei Tao.
Sounded a little sinister.
Considering that every time Shinzu has tried to help him, it has just made things worse. He will weekly look at Shinzu and go, I would rather fend for myself at this point.
Okay, fine. Where's this problem in the woods? Let me go find it.
Tomorrow.
In the morning, when we have lights.
Let us fighting for the body fight itself.
Okay. All right. So Wei Tao, we are at the end of the day, so we have another check to make.
All right. So if I critically fail this, I go up 2 again, right?
If you critically fail this, yes, you will go up 2 steps, which will kill you.
All right.
Oh God!
And I have a +1 to it.
You have a +1 and a -2.
+1 and a -2, so I get a whopping -1 to the roll. That's a 13.
Okay, a 13. That is a failure, unfortunately. You will fall back unconscious.
Oh,
He's
no.
unconscious. I
Now
can
we
do
can't
it now.
stop a Shinzu.
That
No, wait,
is-
Shenzu, before you heal him, you gotta heal me first, because that's how it happened before. You healed Wei Tao before you healed me. So maybe if you do the reverse, you'll get him
Are you
then.
injured?
So,
Did you get bit by the rat too?
stop myself. No,
I just imagine the "Are you injured?" and Isamu just punches right through in the face. He is now.
I'm sorry.
Fair.
I'd like to attempt to treat Wei Tao while he's unconscious.
One of my
now.
many swords.
Sure, make a medicine check. Okay. This is actually a normal success. So that'll be wait out tomorrow night. You'll get a +2 to your check.
So Shinzu, after Wei Tao goes unconscious, takes the next 8 hours and meticulously starts treating his leg and giving him medicine and trying to help cure the disease that he sees taking over him.
Fair. All right. As you are working on that is not a problem. The night goes by, you rest, you recuperate. Wei Tao is still unconscious in the morning, unfortunately. Meeting Ritsu, Izumu, Keiko, and Shenzu. It is you guys who are off into the woods.
Like before we leave, I'd just say, good luck resting, Wei Tao. Minus the laughing, that was just Neil.
This would be the most hilarious time for me to critically fail my next save.
Oh no!
Well, Shinzu can't heal him.
I mean, that's fair. But we're doing that at the end of the day. So, Izumu, Ritsu, Keiko, and Shenzu, you begin to head to the woods, and I need a survival check from you all as you make your way there.
Okay, does lore forest affect this, and if so, how?
Lore force won't need lore force for this, but your check is lower. Jesus Christ, guys!
Oh no!
Fucking.
Oh no!
Dad, can I use a hero point?
You may. Hold on. Give me a second. So,
Can't even find our way back to Willowshore.
Keiko, use a hero point.
Oh my god.
Where the fuck did I live again?
Jeez! Dad,
Find ourselves back at
can I use
home.
my fucking natural 20?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, somebody redeemed an insight bonus.
Oh, we have
Someone.
an insight bonus. Okay, there we go. That's not. Unfortunately, an insight bonus isn't a reroll. So your insight bonus, even with an insight bonus, you all rolled so low that it will not help you.
Okay,
We
fine,
somehow
refund
found
me
our way
I'll do
outside
the
of the
fire
wall.
one.
Yes, you can. Yeah, please refund that. That's not going to help. But yes. Okay. With the natural 20, Keiko, you are a master of these woods, and you know exactly where you need to travel. And we're going to keep that from now on. So as you make your way into the forest, you find yourself in a very familiar glade. This is actually where you made your first connection to your familiar. There we go. So, you can see fireflies lightly illuminating this small grove, and in the center, what looks to be a mysterious stone. Now, long before you were here, or even your family, these stones lined up in such a way that it seemed to create the depiction of a fox covered in moss. Here, you could see the footsteps end. Someone or something is hiding nearby.
Mechanical question.
Yes.
How do imprecise senses work?
So they work pretty much exactly like that. They're imprecise. So they can smell, for example, you can smell something in the area, but you wouldn't know exactly where it is.
Okay, you would just know it's nearby, not the direction. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Then never mind.
You guys do still need to interact with this scene. Just putting that
No,
out
I know.
there.
I was thinking.
I know. Yeah, this is for the whole
this-
group, not just Neil.
No, I know. Sorry.
Mm.
Does Soul Sight work? Like, is it only like? Is it still based on like line of sight, or can you see like?
It is
something
line of sight,
behind
yes.
A bush. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And we
Guys,
can all
it sounds
see
like
these
there's something-
footprints and where they're leading.
Yeah. They're leading into this grove with the statue.
All right. Yeah, Isamu's going to walk that way. Slowly, but he's going to walk over that way.
Walk that way.
Yeah.
Is this Daiketsu
Not that way.
or just a fox statue?
Make a religion check.
2, here we go. 9.
All right. With a 9, this is just a fox statue.
So Shinzu would walk up with Izumu and with his karaka out and kind of letting the rings announce his presence. He says, "Who is out here?"
All right, make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Okay. You hear the sounds of footsteps getting closer as you can see what appears to be a small child emerging from the woods. This is actually, everyone can make a society check, see if you recognize this child.
Society.
Society, yeah.
Yep.
Daga cannot roll over a 10. What is going on?
No one's doing great. All right. None of you recognize this child. It's easy to ascertain that likely this is one of the what do you call it? One of the kids from the town. You're not sure whose kid, but a kid for sure.
I'll kind of crouch down, make myself lower, bring myself on the level with the child, and be like, "Are you lost out here? We saw the tracks and wanted to make sure everyone was okay. This is not an area that's traveled in this wilderness often."
They reach up to try and grab you by the sleeve, basically in kind of like a slow motion, not like kind of a grab like hiya. But as they grab at you, their hands seem to be covered in blood, which now stain your sleeve. They then have glowing red eyes, razor sharp teeth. They reach for your throat, and they eat you. No, that's that's not what happens. But their hands are bloodied, and they do hold on to you.
Where's this blood coming from? What happened? Can you speak?
They don't speak, at least not yet. They gesture over to a little bit off in the distance.
Can you show us? Is there someone else in trouble?
He doesn't answer. He just walks into the woods. As he walks into the woods, you eventually come to what looks to be a small makeshift kind of house. But it seems to have been torn apart and sort of like broken and battered. You could see that it is a how can I put this? It's like someone's made like a little forest home for the woodland creatures that someone's come through and just stepped on or destroyed or whatever. There is some blood here on the floor.
Keiko, you're familiar with this area. Have you seen anything like this before? Any other dwellers in the forest with you?
I would assume I have not seen this destroyed, but have I seen it at some point as it should be?
No, you've never seen this before.
She will repeat no one else has ever been lived out here. Well, the closest was Daiji, but she also is going to be staring at this thing and look rather, we'll say, displeased with what has occurred here.
All right. As you do so, you can see obviously there are other things, tracks, blood marks, stuff like that.
Are these all also humanoid? Or are there animals as well?
They appear to be footprints of a fox.
Keiko's just going to turn and look at her fox, Kira. No.
You can't actually see her.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
She'll call out for her.
There's
them,
no
her.
response. Actually, to make it more poignant, I'm going to just very quickly... Swoop. Nope.
Keiko, is your familiar mad at you?
Keiko would like to go... Are all the tracks leading in one direction?
There we go. Yes.
Keiko's going to run towards them, wherever they're heading.
Okay. As you do so, I presume the rest of you follow as Keiko rushes in that direction.
Keiko, wait. Yeah, and chase after her.
Yes. I need a yes from everyone who is participating.
Yes.
I said yeah.
Those of you who have said yes are not the people I'm talking to. Fucking hell.
I'm conflicted with staying with the child here.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Yep, but I need a decision.
So no.
You can't. Nope, you're going to stay with the child?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. The child will go with, but not necessarily at a sprint. As you do so, Keiko, I need you to make me a reflex save as you rush through the woods.
I got a 10, 18.
You do fine. You manage to stop just before you reach the edge of what looks to be a small incline where a landslide had taken part of the forest down. You don't fall over the edge, but the tracks seem to go to here. You can see down on the ground, there is what appears to be a like kind of an injured person down on the floor on the bottom of this like incline. The soil seems very freshly turned, still laden with water, you know, it's still glistening and stuff. You see the large rocks and boulders and stones that have been dislodged from the water, from the landslide, still kind of like loosely rubbled down. It will take an athletics check to get down there.
I mean, yeah, Keiko's probably gonna try.
Yes, Isamu will go as well.
All right, I need athletics check from the three of you.
I gotta say. 16.
All right. Well, don't sell yourself short. I haven't set the DC yet. Okay.
No, I just like that I was happy about the 10, so I got a 10 again. So
That's fair. That's fair.
we'll see if I can
Shinzu.
break that sometime.
The little girl, the little boy pulls you over towards the clearing again, and will actually ask you a question. What offering should I give? My friend got hurt, and I wanted to keep them safe. But they're still hurt, and they're out there. And I've heard that if you pray to statues, that sometimes they can grant your wish. But I don't have anything to give. Except these. And you watch as the kid pulls out, the missing supplies from the lumberers. I didn't want to bring it out before because one of the men was, dressed like those people that I took these from, and I thought he might be angry.
So, let me check something here real quick.
He also knows that Ritsu's a guard, and he's like, I didn't want to get her in trouble. But I just wanted my friend to be okay.
Would I know, from my background, I would have an understanding of kind of what religious sacrifice or offering might be made here?
Make a religion check. I mean, generally food is good, obviously gold as well, yada, yada, yada. You do actually, now that you get a close look at it, it is a shrine to Daikutsu. Simple and tasty food, particularly in Arazushi, is very much commonly placed here for that. Takes a little bit of time to make in Arazushi, but it's basically the traditional offering.
And I assume I could possibly make that from the supplies that he took?
Not in the woods, but yes.
Not in the woods, okay. But Keiko's house is nearby?
Yeah, Keiko's house is nearby.
Okay. So I talk with the boy. I understand where you're coming from. Let us go over here to my friend's house, and perhaps we can prepare an offering while they see to your friend.
He seems super excited and accompanies you to the house. Ritsu, Keiko, and Izamu, you guys make your way down to the bottom of the landslide area. As you do, you arrive at quite a horrifying scene. A little girl, probably about 12 years old, with a broken leg, lies motionless on the ground.
Keiko, check for a pulse. Lay her on her back. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, Keiko will definitely check if she's still alive.
As you go to do so, something is wrong. You didn't realize it before, but you realize it now. As you go to touch them, your hand passes through them. And in that moment, the second you touch the ghostly figure of the child, their body begins to shift and change. As this happens, it changes into your companion. You then look behind you, Keiko, and the landslide that you saw is no more. Instead, you see a cliff, like the familiar one that you know, which looks as though what would happen if a landslide was left for years and years and years. The stone has settled, moss and grass have grown back into its place, even trees have grown up here now. It's almost the second you turn back to see where you had come down, that whole incline is now gone. Your companion looks at you and only utters, "You need to help free my friend."
If she's not already kneeling, which I imagine she would have had to have been to get that close, she, after looking around in, I guess, bewilderment, she will look back at Kira and say, yes, of course. How?
We then cut to the scene with Shenzu. As you enter Keiko's home, you see the kitchen is just around the corner. Not hard to get to at all. As you make your way there, you hear someone in the kitchen. You don't know if Keiko's got family. No one's ever really asked.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
There is no response.
I'm a friend of Keiko's. Came upon this troubled youth in the woods here. Looking to help him.
As you make your way around the corner, you see that there is a kitchen. But what would have been a very, very humble sort of herbologist kind of kitchen is actually no longer what you see. The hut belongs to some kind of hunter, a warrior. You can see what looks to be a large figure chopping meat on a bench. Hung up pieces of rabbit and pheasant and stuff like that around. As this figure looks over in your direction, you see that they have on the table in front of them a fox, which they are preparing. As they look in your direction, an intruder into their space, you notice that behind them sits a suit of armor, samurai armor, in its place. In that moment, that armor looks incredibly familiar. It is the armor of the entity that stole Wei Tao's soul. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh! What? Oh my god!
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and joining. Sorry, Marcus, we had to keep Wei Tao basically catatonic for most of today's session. But
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, I'm sure you'll be up and running soon.
Yeah.
Getting good rest, that's all.
Yeah, you're getting a good
again.
rest. You're getting a good rest. but guys, that was freaking amazing. Welcome back to Keiko. I hope you. I've been sitting on. I've actually been sitting on this bit of the story for a little bit of time now. So so yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, this is a little piece of what we've got going. Do I reveal it now? Because no, I'll reveal it later.
It
It's fine.
depends. Is Keiko
I was gonna say do or die coin to decide.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, do or die coin. That'll be good. All right, do or die coin.
Even die, Michael says this.
All right, that's a do. All right,
Ah.
Shenzu. The little boy's hand that you hold, right? You notice that after a certain period of time, you notice that you're no longer holding a boy's hand. You're holding a fox's hand, or a fox's tail, or a fox's paw, whatever you want to, whatever's easiest to hold. And you notice that all the foxes that have been hung up on the walls and stuff by this hunter. You are a spiritualist, and you've realized this all too soon. One of these foxes looks like that's hung up, not dead. These are just there. Looks incredibly angry. It's in a cage, and it is just barking and yelling and just howling. And it gives you this look, this vicious kind of look that you recognize very clearly. It is the same look Wei Tao gave you when you failed to heal him.
Ooh.
And now we'll end the session.
Oh no!
Awesome.
All right, cool. All right, well, guys, we'll deal with that when we get there. So yeah, welcome to the butcher's house, I guess, because one thing I was thinking about like early on when we started making all of this was Keiko lives in the woods, right, in the middle of nowhere. Why would Keiko's family, who were herbologists and doctors, make their house in the middle of the woods? And this is where I thought maybe they didn't make their house. Maybe the house was something they took because it was abandoned. So who was in that house long ago?
Ooh.
And why are there no warriors or samurai or defenders in the town of Willowshore? Maybe because they've got a bad history with them. And that's what's going to be sparking my inspiration for Keiko's little side story here. So yeah, there you go. But obviously I didn't want to do it while we didn't have Callie here because I wanted Callie to enjoy it and stuff. So so there you go. We have this stuff now. Guys.
Hey.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. I know I did. We'll be back next week for more Season of Ghosts. But if you can't wait till then, we have our game on Friday coming up, which is the Seven Dooms of Sandpoint, which we are careening towards the finale of. We then have the Tyrant's Grasp adventure coming up on Sunday, and Gatewalkers also coming to its conclusion as well. Just so you know that if anyone is interested, we do have some seats open, and I do prioritize new players primarily if you are interested. We have obviously one seat open on this table. We have 2 seats available on Friday's table, and we have 1 seat coming up available on Sunday evening for the Gatewalkers one. So yeah, if you're interested in any of those, send me a message on Discord, come chat with us, and yeah, we'll make stuff happen. We'll do that whole thing. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, without any further ado, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying.